Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Listen, a couple of weeks ago, I posted a few pictures and a couple of flyers promoting something called the Yard Party, which is being thrown by the Los Angeles Band of Brothers, of which I am a member. I'm one of the guys that's throwing this party called the Yard Party. It's here in Los Angeles, up at the Laird Assad, this coming Friday. When I posted this, I just kind of mentioned it, and I thought it would be sort of fun for people to check out. And I got a whole lot of questions, like a whole lot of questions from people who were wanting to know exactly what a play party is, and if they go, what they can expect, and what they can not expect, and that sort of thing. And I guess I just sort of assumed everybody knew what a play party was, so I didn't really get too explicit with it. However, I'm really hoping to see a whole lot of Gay Daily Hot readers there, because I would love it if a bunch of you guys would come. So I'm gonna answer all these questions as best I can, and maybe sort of explain to you exactly what you can expect at a play party if you've never been to one. So the first question, of course, is what is a play party? Is this a dungeon party? Is this like an orgy? Okay, so the textbook definition, and actually somebody wrote this out for me because I'm certainly not this articulate. A play party is an event where men can get together to have fun experiencing bondage, discipline, sex, or whatever fetishes, kinks turn them on. Basically, no, it's not an orgy, which to me would suggest a big, huge, gigantic sexual pile-on. A play party is where you can actually go and just kind of play. And I'm talking about, yes, you can have sex. Yes, you can get into some kinky bondage. You can get into all sorts of fun scenes and act out your fetishes and explore them and meet new people who are all into the same things, or maybe discover things that you didn't know you were into before. But you can also just hang out, and there's a dance floor, and there's going to be a cigar lounge area, and I'm going to be there serving drinks. I'm going to be bartending all night. So you get a chance to meet me if that's something that anybody wants to do. Um, I'm going to be really hurt if nobody shows up. It really is just a complete free for all. It is a completely male space, which means no women allowed, and 21 and older, obviously. $25 to get in, and then all you can drink. And if you're anything like me, that's a deal right there. If I go, do I have to have sex, or can I just watch? You don't even have to watch if you don't want to. You don't have to do anything. You're not expected to take part in anything like that. We're going to have some performers there who are going to be actually doing things like fisting scenes and some electro-torture. There's going to be a couple of, I think there's going to be like a mummification thing, which I think is really interesting to watch. And then we're going to get some sort of sports type demonstrations and stuff like that. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun. And when I say demonstrations, I don't mean sort of this is how you do it. I mean, like, we're gonna have people just kind of doing it for you, so you can check it out and watch and see if it's the kind of thing that you're sort of into, or if you're really into. Jason, is this legal? Like, are the cops going to show up? Okay, first of all, absolutely yes, it is totally 100% legal. It's being thrown in a space that has a license to throw this type of event, and we've thrown them before, and they happen all the time. The location where we're holding it has these parties regularly. Occasionally, police do show up, but they're always off duty, and they're showing up to play along with us. So you might even want to show up for that, because there's some pretty hot gay cops in Los Angeles. What kind of guys go? Man, sky's the limit. How long's a piece of rope? We've had a really great cross-section of guys. We'll get guys who are 21 years old and spend all their time in the gym, or the club-going dancer guys. You'll have your big-bellied bears. You'll have your muscled bears. You'll have your... The other day I got called a scrappy skinhead, so I'm going to go with that. The scrappy skinhead, such as myself. You're going to have punks. You're going to have the guys that are into some pretty crazy bondage, so you're going to have your just about everything. I remember one year my little brother and his boyfriend both showed up in full football uniforms with like the shoulder pads and the whole bit. It was pretty wild. So yeah, we've got just about every type of guy you can possibly imagine. So trust me, Regardless of how much of a freak you are, you're gonna fit in. Am I too old? Am I too young? If you are under 21, then you are too young. You are not too old. We've had men of just about every age show up. There really is no particular type or age that's going to show up to something like this. Do I have to wear sports gear? No, absolutely not. The sports gear is the theme of the party, so that's kind of where we're going with it. But you can wear absolutely whatever you want. If you've got a thing for rubber, wear your rubber. If you really like firemen and you've got a full fireman uniform, by all means, show up wearing that. People think that's great. If you're in a military gear and you've got full military uniform, you want to show up wearing that and see what kind of trouble you attract, by all means, please do. And come find me because I'm going to be bartending and I'd kind of like to see that. I heard that this is a dungeon party. I've never been to one before. What's it like? Is there anything that I should bring, and what should I wear? I've already touched the what should you wear thing. The what's it like, it's one of those things that you really do have to sort of experience. It's dark and scary to some people. It's extremely liberating to others. There's a really great electricity in the air at an event like this. And it's something that you really do have to experience, and it's really going to be a different thing for everybody. It's a little scary for some people, but it's a good kind of a little scary. So, honestly, it's a lot of fun. Is there anything I should bring? Nope. Just come as yourself, come as your favorite fetish, and if that includes, a prop of some sort, absolutely bring it, but no, there's nothing that you should bring. We will be supplying condoms and lube, so don't worry about that. And I think we're even going to have things like cigars and breath mints and pens and paper, just in case you happen to want to get someone's number. Dear Jason, I'm just starting to explore or insert fetish. I'm not exactly sure what he meant by that. When I go to bars online, I have trouble talking to leathermen. Is this a good event for me to actually talk to other leathermen, and how do I talk to them? Dude, you just walk up and start talking. Or at an event like this, if you see some guys who are into something that you want to kind of try, maybe you can kind of walk up and ask if you can join in. It's a pretty good way to meet some friends. So there you go. Oh, and finally, I like this last one. Who were the two hot boxers on the poster? Will they be there? Those two hot boxers are actually two of the Band of Brothers. One is Greg Oakland, and he is the current Mr. Oil Can Harry's Leather, and yes, he will be there. And the other guy is a former Mr. International Mr. Leather. His name is Gurley, and he will also be there. But they're not there as a sort of, public appearance kind of thing. They're both just going to be playing along with everybody else. So go into the crowd and see if you can find them and see what they're up to, and maybe you can meet them. So that's about it. I also had somebody else email and ask if I was going to be there and if I was going to be playing and what kind of stuff that I do. I'm going to be bartending most of the night, but I will be taking a couple of breaks, and I never know what I'm going to do at something like that. So your guess is as good as mine. I would really love it if some of the Gay Daily Heart readers came down. I think it would be a lot of fun to meet some of you guys, especially in an environment like that. And hey, $25 and all you can drink and all the fun you can have. How can you not beat that? So the website right here, yardla.com, and hope to see you all there. All right. And keep asking me questions. Oh, and I'm going to have something really cool for you tomorrow. So